Skitter is a short horror film in which a man hears strange scratching noises coming from his attic and goes to investigate. As a behind-the-scenes video, we'll be going into spoiler territory, so if you haven't seen the short film Skitter yet, here's a link, and you may want to watch that first before continuing with this video. Skitter is inspired by a couple of my favorite short horror films on YouTube, namely Bedfellows by Drew Daywalt and Coffer by David Sandberg and Lotta Lotzen on their YouTube channel Pony Smasher. And the behind-the-scenes videos that they make for each of their shorts is a big inspiration for this breakdown, because I learned a lot of my filmmaking tricks from them when I was just starting out. I love creature features. So when I decided to make a horror short in the style of those YouTube videos that I really love, I knew that it needed a monster in it. We nicknamed the creature in our short the Skitter Beast. I started with some sketches in my notebook, and then redrew the creature in Procreate on my iPad because I could tweak the design further there and try out a couple of variants. For the eyes, I got the idea to use reflective tape from a Pony Smasher behind the scenes video for the Lights Out feature film trailer. Here's some footage of a quick and dirty camera test we did. The actual creature in the final short is a puppet made of large pipe cleaners, clay, toothpicks, and reflective tape for the eyes. I also took dozens and dozens of stills of the puppet against a black background, which I used to keyframe and animate the multiple Skitter beasts featured in the final shot. One of my goals with this short was to shoot everything in a single day. In order to be organized enough to accomplish that, I did quite a lot of work on the shot list in pre-production. To create the shot list, I started by writing down the shots as I saw the movie in my head. Wide, man in bed reading, hearing sounds coming from the attic. Close up, man looks up at the ceiling, hears a loud sound. Wide, man gets out of bed. Each of these shots get a letter and a number like 001A so that I can keep track of them more easily. I also looked for shots that matched each other, even if they didn't happen chronologically together in the script. For example, 001A, the first shot of the main character in bed, is the same shot as when the main character climbs into the attic for the final time, so that one was labeled 001E. Now that I had a plan of how the shots would play out in the finished movie, I reorganized them based on what a more efficient shooting order would be, based on only moving the camera when we had to. Because we were shooting in a rather challenging space, the attic in the short is our actual attic from the house that we were living in at the time, I wanted to start off with the most difficult shots first, while we had the most energy, so that we could be safe and not put a foot through the ceiling. This is actually a pretty good pro tip for any pre-production for film. When it comes time to actually make the thing, assume people are going to start tired and only get more tired as the day goes on. So for Skitter, we started with the camera in the attic looking back towards the main character, then on the ladder looking into the attic, then on the ladder looking down into the bedroom, then in the bedroom with the ladder open, and finally we ended our day with the main character lying in bed because that was one of our easiest shots to accomplish. With this system, we were able to get all our main shots done for Skitter in less than 12 hours. As always, I was really excited to do the sound design for this short. I wanted the Skitter Beast to sound scary and monstrous, but also to have a lot of personality. For the first encounter with the Skitter Beast, I wanted it to sound kind of startled and annoyed, like it was equally surprised by the main character finding it as the main character was. For the climax of the movie, the Skitter Beast has more of a curious, satisfied growl, as the main character pops up right where the multiple Skitter Beasts have gathered. The skittering sound heard throughout the short comes from a favorite new tool in my sound toolkit, this contact microphone I got on Etsy. I pressed it up against the wooden side of a medicine cabinet, then ran my fingers along the other side to get the little scratches and scrapes the creatures are making on the wooden floor of the attic. I also wanted the attic to have a lot of personality, like the main character is entering a dangerous, mysterious world, with a low drone and the rattle of the HVAC unit and of course, that door. The sounds for the doorway to the attic actually come from the real door.
Okay, so this is recording behind the scenes for Skitter. We're basically playing the springs on top of our attic door. You can see I'm up here. There's my microphone. Bag down there. I've got a second microphone up here, which you can't really see because it's hidden in darkness. I just want to check this out. Look at this. Look at this.
It might be some of the best sound design I've ever just happened into. And I even took the sound of me tapping the springs for some of the stinger cues I used when the main character first pulls the cord to pull the attic door down. And that's a peek behind the scenes of Skitter. I hope that this inspires you to get out there and make some movies of your own. If you enjoyed the short and this behind the scenes, check out more episodes of the web series Chance of Stormy Skies over at laughingwiththestorm.net. Peace.